In today's video, we're starting a new series, and I'm super excited because it's an FPV series. The one thing that I've learned about FPV, everybody's flying something different. Some have digital, some got analogs, different motors, 4S, 6S, different frames, different antennas, you name it. Practically every single person is flying something different. It's completely different from the DJI spectrum, where you'll find like thousands of people with the same drone. And that's what makes FPV, I think, so exciting. And I want to share these variations with you guys, highlight the pilots, and they can explain why they built, how they built, and why it benefits them. And maybe it's something that can benefit you in your next build, or maybe you're just thinking to get into FPV. Either which way, let's get into the series. Ian, what are you known as?
My FPV name is Black Raijin.
Black Raijin, and that's on?
Instagram and YouTube.
So if you look at this drone over here, this has got a big silver unit at the back here. This is the DJI Air unit, right?
Correct.
Now look at your drone. Your drone doesn't have the DJI Air unit. It has something different. Can you tell us if this is DJI and why you went with this over the bigger unit?
Well, this is the Caddx Nebula Pro. I decided to use this because it comes with 20 by 20 mounting holes, you see right here. And for me, that's a big plus, because if you check on the Air unit, it has no mounting holes, where you have nowhere to really firmly secure that.
So you'd actually have to like build a case or
case, depending on
double-sided tape.
Exactly.
So you like that hard mounted option. Right? What about the antenna? I see that one has one antenna, this one has two.
That's another big
antennas.
Difference why I actually chose to go with the Nebula Pro over the Air unit.
So why did you go with 6S over 4S?
Well, I was running 4S for a while, and I found when I'm flying closer to the ground, I wasn't really getting the punch out that I wanted. That could have just been me. So when I switched up to 6S, I was able to get that throttle that I was looking for, especially when I'm coming close to the ground and trying to save myself from dying.
Okay, so just for those who don't know, this is a typical 4S battery. It's a smaller, probably a little lighter, but this is 4S. 6S is a lot bigger. This is your typical
6S.
This is a typical 6S, right? As you can see, the 4S has got more milliamperes, the 6S has less. I mean, you can get them in all different types of variations, but the 6S basically just gives you more punch, right? Because it's got a more powerful battery.
Well, the 6S with the milliamp hours of the 4S, here's the size difference actually.
Yeah, that's when you really see, when you try to match up the same milliamperes. And the milliamperes basically means how long you're gonna fly. That's all it is. What motors are you rocking again, and why you went with those motors?
I am rocking the iFlight Zing e-motors. They're really efficient, they're pretty cheap and pretty durable. I've beaten these things to a pulp, and they've kept me going strong. 18 kV, which is pretty high. It gives me a lot of punch. And I'm running Ethics Peanut Butter Jelly on for props, because it gives me more drop, and I could flip over things a little faster than I do with more higher pitched props.
It's this concoction.
So this is my field charger. So when I'm out here and I gotta charge, I have a 10,000 milliamp battery here for us. It gives me about 7 charges on these 1300 milliamp batteries. You just plug and place a smart charger, and you could change how many amperage and start charging your batteries on the field. It's amazing to have.
And you'll get about 7 charges out of this guy here?
Out of this one right here.
Okay, that's for the 1300. What about the big boy? How many charges you'll get out of that?
I'll get about 6.
Why no GoPro?
Well, my GoPro actually smashed to bits on the last bando I hit. That's the life of FPV. Yep. But I usually rock a GoPro 8, but I took it off at the moment. I'm not running any dummy or anything on it right now, I have a little bit more agility with it, a matter of fact.
Now, last question before we get some flying then, because everybody wants to fly, right? Yeah. Why FR Sky, right? Is that a FR Sky controller?
Yes, this is the FR Sky X Lite. For me, I'm a huge PlayStation fan, so I've always had a PlayStation controller in my hand, and this pretty much fit that criteria that I was looking for in a controller. It's durable. I mean, it has a lot of functions. I've been able to fly pretty well with it. The gimbals feel smooth. I added a Crossfire module on here, the Crossfire Nano module, so I can do long range, which is pretty ideal for freestyling in FPV.
You guys see what he's rocking. We got a little course set up over here for you guys. So Eon's gonna rock this course, and he's gonna show us a little styles, a little freestyle FPV in your life. So let's get this bird up in the air and let's go some freestyle.
All right, launching.
Got that 6S power?
Oh yeah. Especially when I get down here, I could just
that was nice.
Send it without much effort.
Whoa!
And
still going.
Oh yeah, saving
still
it.
Going. Whoa! Whoa!
I want to get that dive for you.
Wow! That was shot. That was a nice shot. Wow!
So you see how I was able to drop down and get that power? That's the 6S that helps.
That was a nice flip through there, like you flipped in that tunnel. Whoa! Recovery. Whoa! Recovery.
And down.
Down. All right, he's plugged out. Looks kind of grassed up and beat up. Is that it? Is that like refresh care going on over here? Do we need DJI refresh?
I need
Is it
yeah.
done? Do we got a broken leg? What
no,
we got?
well, nothing's actually damaged other than the cleansiness of it. Props are still good, you know, it takes a little hit. That's the amazing thing about these quads, is that the durability of it is like ridiculous. Compared to other drones, we might not mention names, shatter like glass. But as you see, nothing really damaged, no props broken, motors are still running. We're about to go back again right now.
There you go.
So let's hit it. There goes that 6S saving me again.
Hungry! Oh my gosh! Are you seeing this, guys? Woo!
This time I hit Matilda a little bit harder than expected, and
what do we got?
Nothing, a little prop, a little out of place a little bit, but nothing a little bending won't fix. This is a Source One frame, made by Team Black Sheep. It's the Source One V4. I like it because it's actually made for the new HD air unit. I also added a HGLRC stack, which is a 20x20 stack. It's running a 45 amp ESC. I'm running a left Polaroid antenna, which is most DJI and HD videos actually use. It's a pretty simple build. In here I have the Cadix Nebula Pro, beautiful picture. I got a little buzzer in case if I ever drop out of the sky. We're back again, let's run it again.
Gas left in there?
Yeah, we still got some juice,
let's go. Still got some juice. Don't forget to hit record.
Yeah. That was fun.
All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Eon, thank you so much for sharing your setup, your build, your pretty much everything about your quad and showcasing some of your skills. We really enjoyed it. That was definitely some advanced stuff. I definitely got a long way to go when I see things like that. So thank you so much for coming out and sharing with us today.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me on, man. Thank you. was great out here with you, man, and it was fun.
Awesome. Now, if you guys want to showcase your setup, because I know everybody's got something different, just reach out to me at droneXfactor on Facebook, and we could set something up, especially if you're in the New York City area. If not, and you got a camera and you can do some shooting, reach out to me anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you give me a big thumbs up, right? And you can reach Ian again on Instagram at
Black Raijin FPV and YouTube as well.
Yeah. With that being said, guys, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I will catch you guys whenever I can. Make sure you become a Patreon, guys. Big benefits to Patreon. Get direct access to me. Any questions? I'm right here on Patreon. Support this channel, and there's benefits. Last Mini 2 went all the way to the UK.